Welcome back everyone to today's second video. We're going to be looking at the weather for the next week and a bit further forward than that in this video. So thank you everyone for tuning in to this video, so make sure to like and subscribe. And without further ado, let's get into this. So currently the situation over the country is we have got wind coming in from a cool north-westerly direction in the southern part of the country, but more of a maybe southwesterly, some wind coming from further down in the south, but the western coast seeing them northwesterlies, and the top of Scotland seeing them northwesterlies as well. So quite a lot less wind at the moment than we have seen even on the west coast. We are seeing some still quite very strong winds at the moment, and we've got some strong winds on the tip of Scotland as well. So let's show you some diagrams from Weather Central now. So the current situation over the country is we have got high pressure, what is the red and yellow and orange, and we've got the low pressure, which is the green and blue. So we've got high pressure at the moment trying to push into the country, and low pressure to our north and northeast, and this is what's dragging in them cooler northwesterly winds for some of the country at the moment. So as we run through this run, we see high pressure keeps trying to build into the country, but the low pressure drifts more eastwards, and this causes the wind to lock in more from the north for the whole of the country. So once again, we're going quite cool. So as we carry on, that low pressure, which we did have on the weekend, causing a lot of stormy weather, it ended up there now, and we are still dragging in them northerly, northeasterly winds, some from up Greenland, northwest, but northerly direction with the winds over the next few days. And as we carry on, we see them winds keep staying in from that sort of direction until finally we see the Atlantic trying to bring some westerly winds in, what will be milder for the time of the year. So we're going to have a look at the upper air temperatures for that. So as you can see, here is the milder push at the moment, what we have just seen just there trying to push into the country coming our way. But here's that air what is pushing down at the moment into the country. So we are trying to get some milder air into the country. As I'll run this a little bit and you'll be able to see that moving into the country. As you can see, it was just here, there, and it ends up getting closer and closer to the country. So it is moving closer to the milder air for the weekend on this run, but we'll have to keep an eye on that because it might not come off. So I'll go back to the 500 HP heights, and we'll carry on. So after that, we keep seeing then milder winds trying to push in, but we actually see a little bit of the low pressure system just here coming through in the high pressure. And that's probably going to cause some thunderstorms as we've got milder and quite warm winds possibly coming in now. Could even go a bit hot if this does come off. With that low pressure around, going to bring some thunderstorms. So it looks quite unsettled there. Bit of wind around as well. And then that low pressure settles to our north again, and we bring them northerly winds back in once again. So not a good outlook over the next week. So we'll go a bit quicker now because we cannot predict really what's going to happen after this. We keep that low pressure to our north, and it keeps the wind in from the west now at this point, and that's going to go milder. And by the end of the run, we actually start to bring in some heat from the west. That's looking quite good here for heat coming in from the west right here. And by the end of the run, we are bringing in southerly winds there. Can you see that? Look at that. So the heat they're having in Europe, southern Europe at the moment, maybe comes to us at the start of August. Once again, you can see them southerly winds pushing up here. So that looks milder, doesn't it? It does look milder, warmer. So we could finally have some good heat, what we haven't had in the last couple of weeks. Let's have a look at the upper air temperatures, 850 HPA. As you can see, look at that big heat plume coming up there. And over the next few days after that, that will probably push into the country. And that's good if the air is pushing up from the south and the southeast. So that does look good. So we'll have to keep an eye on that over the next couple of days. So let's have a look at the precipitation over the next couple of days while we're on the 6 o'clock run. So currently we got that patchy rain in the country and a bit more heavy in the centre, what we have been seeing out throughout today. As we carry on, we see that rain clear off and we go a bit drier with some showers around on the coast and more showers packing in into this weekend. As we carry on, we see that low pressure system, what we saw on the model, push in and bring in heavy rain to most of the country here. So there's that band of low pressure, what we saw before. So once again, more unsettled. That clears off and we keep bringing in them showers packing into the country all the way through the run. And after this, we can't really predict. So we can just go to the end and have a look if anything else happens. And that'll probably turn quite thundery with them southerly winds trying to push in. So now let's have a look at the Weather Central diagram over the next couple of weeks. So here we are. And as we see, the operational run here is the 6 o'clock run at the moment. And you can see at the end of the run there, the operational run just here is going for that heat wave where I've just circled just there. And the temperatures rocketing up over the next few weeks. So over the next few days, temperature is going to be highly below average for the country. We might go around average in a couple of days, then we'll go back up below average for most of the time. We can't predict that then. And then there's some hints of it going milder once again with the heat returning. Okay, so as we carry on and look at the precipitation, once again, it's going to go drier over the next couple of days, especially for London. Got hints of them showers around, a few outliers with more rain, but that won't come off. So after that, it does go more unsettled, especially the operational run, what we just looked at, where that low pressure pushes through. And some magnificent outliers here, really, nearly up to 35 millimetres of rain, so that's getting interesting, isn't it? Precipitation there, 35 millimetres, but that won't happen, it's a big outlier. We might see the precipitation rise a little bit, and then we were not sure after that because we're getting too far away after that once again. So hopefully that doesn't come off, but I don't think it will. So let's have a look at the ECMWF charts for a few minutes now. For this week. Once again, we had that high pressure out in the Atlantic, that low pressure sitting to our north. The pressure around us, around just a bit below average at the moment, so that's why it's still blue. And we're bringing them northerly winds for this week upcoming. Temperatures are looking like this. Highly below average for all of the country. It's looking quite cool, and other parts of Western and Northern Europe looking like that, Scandinavia, except from where we're having the heat waves down in Europe at the moment, but very below average at the moment for most places around the UK. But once again, they're having extreme temperatures down in Southern Europe, and that they could push up to us with southerly winds, so we've just got to keep an eye on that. So precipitation, maybe a bit dry and around average for the south, but maybe below average rain for the far south and far north, but around average. And then most of Ireland, northern Wales and the rest of England are going above average rainfall. Okay. That is going to be today's video for you guys. So thanks everyone for watching today's second video. We'll be back tomorrow with some more videos if we don't do any more today. So thank you everyone for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.